Good afternoon, Ms. Clark. I'm Andres Paredes, and I'll be reviewing your comprehensive plan for your physical and occupational therapy of your multiple sclerosis. Now, I understand that 5 years ago, you were diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, and that recently you've been experiencing some flare ups and loss of balance and coordination, and also the presence of some tremors. So, the goal of this treatment is to manage that balance, improve coordination, and allow you to take care of yourself and your family still, and just to improve your general quality of life so that you can live freely and still be able to do the tasks that you might have been able to do before you were diagnosed. Now, in terms of your physical needs, this loss of balance is caused by muscle weakness in your legs, especially, and this loss of coordination is caused by issues of the cerebellum simply because of the nature of multiple sclerosis and how it's in the cerebellum. Now, these tremors will affect your ability to type, so this will need to be controlled, especially if you want a future with your computer programming career. And so, again, we'll just have to focus on the strengthening those leg muscles and focusing on those tremors and coordination as well. So, in terms of pain and progress, the early months of treatment are to regain balance and coordination, along with some basic tasks like feeding and clothing yourself. And then in the later months, we'll focus on more advanced tasks like typing and caring for your family and yourself and your home, and driving as well. So this will just be sort of it'll be acclimation at first, and then we'll move on to more demanding tasks. And in terms of your comprehensive plan, it's a 6-month plan for your physical and occupational therapy, in which you'll begin with an assessment of your physical capacity. And this will include a walking test and a standardized disability assessment. It'll include a sensations test, which is cold, heat, pain, and pressure. It'll also include an assessment of your muscles and joints and your range of motion, along with motor, neurological, and respiratory function. And essentially, each month will have a different goal just depending on what we're trying to work on the most. And so, for physical therapy, we might work on balance, mobility, aerobic exercise, alignment, leg exercise, and then at the end, we'll have a final assessment just to see how much you've improved. And then for occupational therapy, we'll work on cooking, home care, driving, workplace skills, and cognitive rehabilitation. And then again, we'll have that final assessment. And so you'll begin by going to the physical and occupational therapist every week for the first 2 months, and then that'll turn into every other week for the next two. And then the last 2 months, months 5 and 6, you'll be going at the beginning of the month and at the end of the month. And again, you'll be having a physical assessment at the beginning of every month, and then a final assessment at the end of the treatment entirely. And some healthcare professionals that will help you throughout this treatment will be a dietitian, simply because this treatment requires a high energy output. So we need a diet that is going to give us as much energy as possible. That's why the dietitian is here. The urologist is to just combat a lot of the issues that come in the urinary system with multiple sclerosis. And the psychiatrist is to offer emotional and mental support, especially just with dealing with a chronic illness in general, but also with the treatment at hand. A lot of times it can be really mentally taxing. And so that's why I think that the psychiatrist could be of great help. And lastly, the primary care physician, just to make sure that general health is being maintained and that we're not getting any surprises in terms of non-multiple sclerosis related issues. And I'm very hopeful that this treatment plan will be able to improve your quality of life and overall just really help you out in terms of managing your chronic illness. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Thank you.